Okay, so good day again, everyone. No? Today we will explore the topic of information assurance and security as applied to security frameworks and standard for uh, different systems, no? Specifically for ERP and other accounting information system. No? As we know, protecting financial data is a critical component, no, of organizational success. So in this topic, no, we will focus on how information assurance principles are embedded in the standards and frameworks that safeguard the EIS. No? So again, the our presentation is divided into three main parts as what we have here. No, and the first one is introduced to uh, information assurance and security, no, the key security frameworks, no, the compliance and standards, no, and we will emphasize how each of these elements contributes to achieving information assurance. That is ensuring that confidentiality, yung katulad last meeting, integrity, availability, accountability, and reliability of some financial informations, no, specifically. So to start with, no, as information system is a computerized system used to manage some financial transaction, reporting and decision making from an information assurance perspective, no, is a sensitive that must maintain, na sabi ko nga kanina, data integrity, wherein we need to ensure that financial records are accurate and unchanged by unauthorized users, no. Guarantee the confidentiality, syempre, for protecting financial data from unauthorized access. We could ensure availability, and they must or the system must be accessible when needed by authorized users. So what will be the role, no, of the EIS, no, as what we have here, no. This topic is focused as accounting information system as our example, no, on how we'll be able to safeguard. No? And an accounting information system is a structured system that collects, stores, and processes financial and accounting data to provide insights for decision making. Because this is display an important role, no, in organizations by improving financial reporting accuracy, enhancing compliance with regulations, and supporting strategic planning and operational efficiency. No? So information reliability, no, because the decision makers, no, must trust the data, and the regulatory compliance, the system support compliance with laws. When it comes to strategic planning, it provides timely, secure data for planning. So in information assurance, we must always ask, how can we ensure the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of this system? Now, the common security threats. Hacking, no, and phishing, as what we have here as our common security threats, threaten, no, or threaten, no, confidentiality and integrity. Malware can compromise system availability and data accuracy. Insider threats, no, challenge both accountability and non-repudiation. So without proper safeguards, these threats can destroy an organization's financial credibility and violate information assurance principles. Okay? So security breaches in AIS can lead to significant financial losses, no? Reputational damage, as what we discussed last meeting, regulatory penalties, and the loss of customer trust, affecting overall business operations. So the next topic will focus on the key security features, no? or framework. But prior to that, no, I just want to reiterate more on the impact of security breaches. No? The financial losses occurs, no, due to fraud or operational downtime. The reputation suffers, no, leading to loss of stakeholder trust, and regulatory penalties are imposed for failing to protect sensitive information. Because remember, a student, no, all of these outcomes result from a breakdown in information assurance. No? Organization must prioritize security to protect the reliability of their financial data. Okay? Okay, now, we now proceed to the security frameworks that support information assurance. No? And these frameworks offer structured methods to identify, protect, and recover information system while, syempre, maintaining the compliance. Now, so last time we discussed about different framework, no, and as what we have here, I just want somebody to read the content of our slide number 8. Volunteer. Volunteer. Chris Jade, kindly read. Are you able to read the slide number 8? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes po, Prof.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, volunteer.
NIST cybersecurity framework. So overview of NIST framework. The NIST or NIST cybersecurity framework provides a policy framework of computer security guidance that helps organizations manage and reduce cybersecurity risks through a set of best practices. Then implementation steps. Implementation of the NIST or NIST cybersecurity framework involves identifying resources, protecting them, detecting incidents, responding to threats, and recovering from events, ensuring a comprehensive security posture.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kim. No, the NIST cybersecurity framework directly support information assurance by helping the organizations identify assets and vulnerabilities, developing policies to protect critical information, enabling system to detect security incident quickly, and guiding teams on how to respond to and recover from security events. No? So its life cycle approach needs to ensure, again, confidentiality, integrity, and availability, and the core pillars of information assurance. Okay, next, kindly read.
Key
Ano lang,
principles,
Prof? Ay, sorry.
Okay, sige, go ahead.
key principles of ISO IEC 27001 or the ISO IEC 27001 establishes requirements for an information security management system, emphasizing risk management and protecting information assets is a structured manner to enhance security. So benefits of AIS. So the ISO or the IEC 27001 helps organizations improves their information security practices, ensuring compliance, enhancing stakeholder trust, and reducing business risks associated with data breaches and information loss.
Okay. So therefore, the ISO ISA 27001 establishes an information security management system that focuses on risk assessment, as our presenter discussed earlier, control implementation, and continuous improvement. For information assurance, this framework or 27001 provides a detailed guidelines to protect financial data, accuracy, consistency, and availability. It builds accountability through access controls and audit trails, reinforcing the non-repudiation principle. So in crafting or in developing our system, make sure that we will be able to develop an audit trail for us to know the login and log out or activities done in a software or in a program. Okay? So, compliance and standards. Beyond framework, syempre, compliance with regulations is essential for maintaining information assurance regulatory standards. Specify how sensitive information and financial data or information must be handled to prevent breaches and ensure reliability. Now, the General Data Protection Regulation or GDPR, equivalent for Data Privacy Act in the Philippines, focuses on protecting personal data privacy, ensuring transparency and accountability, enforcing data subject rights such as the right to access, correct, and delete information. For AIS, GDPR ensures that information is processed with integrity, confidentiality, and consent, because violation can destroy stakeholder trust and bring hefty penalties. No? So we have, of course, the HIPAA compliance for AIS. No? So this HIPAA sets strict privacy and security rules, no? Especially for health-related financial transaction. It mandates no access controls encryptions and regular risk assessment to safeguard sensitive health information. So it meant to say that from an information assurance perspective, HIPAA ensures that financial data in healthcare setting is confidential, available to authorized personnel, and tamper-proof. No? Another is the payment card, no? Or the PCI data security standard. So, the payment card industry data security standard or PCI DSS is important for protecting credit card transaction, ensuring that financial data is processed securely. No? So, PCI DSS is strengthen data integrity, confidentiality, and system availability, especially in organizations that handle large volumes of electronic payments. COVID framework for AIS governance is also important. No? So the COVID framework integrates information assurance into IT governance by number one, syempre, aligning IT processes with business objectives, establishing controls for security, accuracy, and accountability, and providing guidelines no, for monitoring and measuring IT system performance. So COVID ensures that AIS is not just secure, but also well governed and fully compliant with both organizational policies and external regulations. So I think that's it for this topic. So I'll just want to share a video presentation, a short video actually. Mag-play. Wait lang ha. Wait lang, share.
Security frameworks and cybersecurity standards are critical tools in helping protect corporate data. Information security management encompasses many things, from parameter protection and encryption to application security and disaster recovery. IT security is often made more challenging by compliance requirements such as HIPAA, PCI DSS, and Sarbanes-Oxley, as well as global standards such as GDPR. So basic knowledge of these regulations, standards, and frameworks is important for all information security and cybersecurity professionals. Being able to implement an IT security framework and standard is also essential in protecting sensitive data, maintaining regulatory compliance, and helping prepare for and streamline the audit process. So let's take a look at what IT security standards, regulations, and frameworks there are.
One, Introduction to Cybersecurity Frameworks. In today's digital age, cybersecurity has become a top priority for individuals and organizations alike. With the increasing number of cyber threats and attacks, it is essential to have a comprehensive cybersecurity framework in place to protect sensitive information and data. Cybersecurity frameworks provide a structured approach to managing and mitigating cyber risks by outlining best practices, guidelines, and standards. In this article, we will explore 3 of the most widely used cybersecurity frameworks: NIST Cybersecurity Framework, ISO 27001 Information Security Management System, and SIS controls for effective cyber defense. By understanding these frameworks, you can better protect yourself and your organization from cyber threats and ensure that your cybersecurity measures are up to par with industry standards. 2. NIST Cybersecurity Framework. The NIST Cybersecurity Framework is a set of guidelines and best practices designed to help organizations manage and reduce cybersecurity risks. It was developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, in response to Executive Order 13,636, which called for the creation of a framework that would help critical infrastructure organizations improve their cybersecurity posture. The framework consists of 5 core functions: identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. Each function is further broken down into categories and subcategories that provide more specific guidance on how to implement the framework. The Identify function focuses on understanding an organization's cybersecurity risks and vulnerabilities. This includes identifying all assets, systems, and data that need to be protected, as well as assessing the potential impact of a cyber attack. The Protect function involves implementing safeguards to protect against cyber threats. This includes measures such as access controls, encryption, and security awareness training for employees. The Detect function involves monitoring systems and networks for signs of a cyber attack. This includes implementing intrusion detection and prevention systems, as well as conducting regular vulnerability scans and penetration testing. The Respond function involves developing and implementing a plan to respond to a cyber attack. This includes establishing an incident response team, defining roles and responsibilities, and developing procedures for containing and mitigating the effects of an attack. Finally, the Recover function involves restoring normal operations after a cyber attack. This includes developing a business continuity plan, conducting backups of critical data, and ensuring that systems can be quickly restored in the event of an outage. Overall, the NIST Cybersecurity Framework provides a comprehensive approach to managing cybersecurity risks. By following its guidelines and best practices, organizations can better protect themselves against cyber threats and ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of their sensitive data. 3. ISO 27001 Information Security Management System. The ISO 27001 Information Security Management System is a globally recognized framework that provides a systematic approach to managing sensitive information. It outlines a set of best practices for establishing, implementing, maintaining, and continually improving an organization's information security management system. The framework is designed to help organizations identify and manage risks to their information assets, including confidential data, intellectual property, and customer information. It also helps ensure compliance with legal, regulatory, and contractual requirements related to information security. ISO 27001 consists of several key components, including risk assessment and treatment, security controls, and continuous improvement. The framework emphasizes the importance of a risk-based approach to information security, which involves identifying potential threats and vulnerabilities, assessing the likelihood and impact of those risks, and implementing appropriate controls to mitigate them. One of the strengths of ISO 27001 is its flexibility. The framework can be adapted to suit the specific needs of different organizations, regardless of their size, industry, or location. It can also be integrated with other management systems, such as quality management or environmental management, to create a more comprehensive approach to organizational governance. Overall, the ISO 27001 Information Security Management System is a valuable tool for organizations looking to establish a robust and effective information security program. By following the framework's guidelines, organizations can better protect their sensitive information, reduce the risk of cyber attacks, and demonstrate their commitment to security to stakeholders and customers alike. 4. SIS controls for effective cyber defense. The The Center for Internet Security, CIS, controls is a set of best practices designed to help organizations protect their systems and data from cyber threats. The controls are organized into 3 categories: basic, foundational, and organizational. Ensuring that organizations stay up to date with the latest best practices in cybersecurity.
Okay, to sum up the discussions of topic number 2, security frameworks and standards are essential blueprints that guide organization in establishing, implementing, and maintaining information security practices, because they provide structured approaches to protect information asset, manage cybersecurity risks, and ensure compliance with legal and regulatory requirements. So again, a security framework is a set of policies, take note of it, procedures and best practices that organizations follow to achieve robust security management. So example, as what we discussed, and our video presentation mentioned, is the NIST Cybersecurity Framework, the ISO IEC 27001, and COVID. These frameworks, because these frameworks helps in assessing current security postures, setting security goals, and continuously improving cybersecurity process. Security standards, on the other hand, are specific and measurable criteria that organizations must meet to ensure security consistency and effectiveness. The well-known security standards include ISO IEC 27001, or the Information Security Management System, PCI DSS, the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, and NIST Special Publication. So implementing security frameworks and standards offers the following benefits. Again, a while ago, enhances the organization's ability to prevent, detect, and respond to security threats, build customers' trust and stakeholder confidence through certified security practices, provide clear guidelines for legal and regulatory compliance. It supports continuous improvement through regular assessment. Take note, regular assessment and audits. So however, syempre, challenges in implementing these frameworks include high resource requirements, yung time, syempre, yung cost, at saka yung personal expertise. The complexity of aligning various standards with organizational processes and resistance to change within the organization. So as you as future professionals in IT, specifically in cybersecurity, it is important to understand that adopting security framework is not just about compliance, but about building a security culture that supports the organization long-term resilience and reputation. So I think that's it for topic number 4.